Yes, we're now very, very quickly approaching the end of the program, but we cannot end the program today without having the meeting. And the meeting this morning, there is something about the fact that when you go to Abuja and you have a meeting with a minister or somebody in government office, it does take you quite a bit of time. And this is the truth of the matter. And some people came together and they put this together as a film that you can sit down and laugh your head off. It's so interesting, so
even without seeing the premiere, I'm laughing already. When you said having a meeting with a minister in Abuja, I can imagine how this is going to be.
It is incredible. So, don't let me reveal everything. Let me quickly introduce our guests who are here to discuss the movie, the meeting. And I'll start from my right, the lady that in that film, when you go to see it, starting from today, you will get to see Bolariwa, and that is Nse Ikpe-Etim. You're welcome to Sunrise this morning.
Is that the minister's secretary or something?
No, the girlfriend to the minister.
Excuse me.
We spend money.
Minister's lunch.
Excuse me. You mean the minister's niece? The minister's
and then
niece?
just sitting next to Nse is Femi Jacobs. The man who got frustrated in that
trying
film.
To see the minister.
Yes, and of course the amazing secretary to the minister, the one who is the powerhouse of what was happening in the minister's office, Rita Dominic. Great to have you on here.
She must have been busy pushing her weight around. You
can't
see
exactly. You can't see the minister.
Of Clara
is the beginning of wisdom.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then, of course, the one who understood the workings of Abuja, even though she happened to be very young in the film and able to give those words of wisdom. And that's Linda Ejiofor. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, let me start with you, Rita, because you played a major role in this film. When you look at the putting together of the cast and putting together of the story, what was your role and who was pivotal to putting all of this together?
Well, I'll say the Audrey Silva Company, really, owned by me and my partner, Mildred Okwo, who as well directed the film, and both of us co-produced the movie. We did the first audition, that was 2010? 2010, yeah, exactly. So what we did was we just, we got certain people in the industry, who we felt had an idea about filmmaking, about the process, and about casting. So we put them together as, what do you call them, is it the judges or the, what do you call them, the panelists, And we had Egoboy on our panel, who is a filmmaker, a reputable filmmaker. We had Helen Prest Ajayi, who is, she has, former Miss Nigeria. So she has that eye for beauty, We had Kene Mparo, former manager for the Genesis Cinema, on that same panel. We had I was on that panel. Mildred was on that panel as well. So we just we wanted people to bring different ideas into the audition. So that's what we did, and that's how we actually met Femi.
That's how you met Femi.
Yes, he came and he just got the role. He auditioned and he stole our hearts, really.
Now, okay, let's ask Femi then. Yeah. When you got the script and you saw the role you had to play, the frustrated person, what was it you thought you were going to translate that role into being able to send out as a message?
I must be honest, I didn't know what to do at first.
So you've never been to a minister's office then, prior to that time?
I had never met a minister, and I still haven't met a minister. But I've heard a lot of tales. I've heard how people went to Abuja, got frustrated, the bureaucracy, and the wahala they had to go through to secure government contracts. I've seen frustrations. I've had friends and stuff like that. But I didn't know how to put it together because it was my first feature, like main feature. So I had to have a long talk with the director. And with her commitment and guidance and
that's Mildred Okwo.
Mildred Okwo.
Yes.
She really taught me up to it. I had to be talked up to it. But now I think I'm a master in creating character.
So, but what about you, Nse? When you would have seen the so-called big girls of this world.
I did live in Abuja for a while.
Oh, yes, so you know. Tell us.
I still didn't know. I still had to rely on the director.
Yes.
Because sometimes you might interpret, but then the larger picture, it is the director's eye that sees what she wants to see. She has to interpret it the way she wants it. It is her film, or his film, male or female. Then I spoke to Rita, spoke to Kate, I'm like, this Polaiwa, I don't quite get it, Shao. How are we going to do it? And we talked about it, and I realized, you know what? Just be that girl with long hair, short clothes, bat your eyelids. You probably get through.
Look beautiful.
Yeah, because it works with the men, doesn't it?
Really? Does it? Does it?
I think it does. Yes, it does.
No?
It works all the time.
All the time?
Yes, all the time.
Really?
Let's be honest.
So that was all you had to do?
Bat your eyes.
Yes, and
Look pretty, bat your eyelids,
and just get the minister's money.
Wear short skirt.
and you got a lot of money out.
My legs, I insured them. The minister insured them. Actually.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the minister meant business. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Serious
his
business. That's right. And you took care of that business.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all
Are you hyperventilating? Okay, are you right? Want some water? Water, please.
Someone has to run the one that was
You
running.
were his business.
Yes.
Runs girl.
So he wasn't doing any
Don't
work.
say that word.
No, I'm just saying.
He was
Just pandering.
working. No, I, when you've got so much pressure, they call us, in quote,
To take care of the other business.
To run things.
corporate stress reliever.
Stress reliever.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you meant Linda, when
Not the Abuja whole.
No, I don't like this word.
I'm sorry. It was a slip of tongue.
slip?
No, it did. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
Let me ask Linda then. The role that you played was supposed to be pretty much like a youth corper.
yes.
And then the one that had to help Femi get through the motions and understanding of the workings of Abuja. Now, how did you come
She
about that?
helped
Yes.
her.
No, him.
no.
Femi.
Oh, him. Oh.
So who's the
Yes.
stress reliever now?
She was his stress reliever, and she was the minister's stress reliever.
Yes.
And we're happy.
And she was everybody's stress.
I can imagine.
Actually, yeah.
Not my stress.
Well, in a minute,
You
I
managed
would
to get
expect.
through her.
Yes, in a minute, I would hope
Well,
that
she
we
had
will
to.
see a bit of it. But Linda, tell us your role. How did you find it? What was it? What was the message that you were trying to get across?
She played a young girl who was a copper. I was trying to get across that not all young girls are the way they are. They are down to earth, want to be friends. Not when you meet a guy for the first time, you want to be friends. So don't read meaning into how the girl is approaching you or stuff like that. And that pretty girls are also intelligent. So don't call them dumb blondes.
Someone said she's pretty.
Yes, I am pretty. Excuse me.
Hey, just say it with confidence.
So
More than pretty, beautiful.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Did you hear that?
Hey, there's
hear
problem
what
today. We're not going to hear
The
what.
madam who
So,
owns
the
the
madam,
office.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes. Linda, sorry, Rita. When you look at the power of the secretary in any office or the receptionist, the gatekeeper, as they are known, you've put that, you've made it an art in this film. Tell us about it.
Okay, first of all, I didn't want to play that role. I would have you know, and other people know, I didn't want to play because the Clara character is such a complex and difficult character to play. And to combine that with producing a film for the first time was just something I did not want to do, But of course, our dear Mildred, the director, talked me into it. Talked me into it, and we went back and forth. Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm producing for the first time. Don't do this to me. I want to concentrate as a producer. And, she went back and forth. And I actually, thought about it. And I said to myself, okay, you know what? You're actually at that point, you're at that point where you've made up your mind to step outside the box and stretch yourself as an actor and take on very challenging roles, you know. So I said to myself, okay, you know what?
This is the start.
This is, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to produce and I'm going to play Clara Ikemba. Now, you find out that a lot of us know, I mean, we've all come across a Clara Ikemba at some point in our
time or the other.
in our lives. She doesn't have to be a secretary. Could have been maybe it's an aunt, or maybe it's a friend's mother, or it's just someone, you know.
The
so
lady
I
with
started,
the bad skin.
the lady with the bad skin, you know. So in fact, in Igbo, they couple like that akatikoro.
Oh Lord.
Akatikoro, that is, they are old but they don't want to be old, you know, and they feel they're all that, they're beautiful, they know what's up. That's why you can see she looks down on a particular character in the office, Mrs. Kachiku, who she feels she's better than. Now she feels she's on the same level with
Mrs.
Bolarin.
Kachiku was
Yes.
played by
Chika Chuku. She's not here at the moment. She's not in the country at the moment. Yeah. You know, so she looks down on her because she feels she's better than Mrs. Kachuku. She feels she's on the same level with the Bolarin one.
Oh,
so,
geez.
you know, and that's why she always wants to talk to her about hair, makeup, beauty, shoes.
Even shoes.
Yeah. And yet she mispronounces names. I mean, she wants to call her Labotun. This is a Labotun shoe.
Bolarin didn't know the pronunciation. I said,
Yes, and she's trying to correct her. She says, it's Loboti. Not Labotun. You know, so that's right. I just had to recall like some aunties I grew up with, and like maybe daddy's secretaries growing up. Just a Clara came.
And I hope none of them is watching you now.
Sophie, don't be angry. But I don't think they know it's them, Sha, because they, you know, you never really know. You never like Clara.
You don't notice who you are.
Yeah,
It's
as far
others
as Clara
that
is
mirror you.
concerned.
Yeah.
She doesn't think
She's normal.
she's normal. She's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with her. She's just an our babe, Sha. Abuja big girl. Remember when the guy when Femi bought her a bottle of champagne and she said, champagne. That's how she pronounced it.
Champagne.
Yeah,
Champagne. For an Abuja big girl, drink of champions.
That's it.
For an Abuja big babe like me. You see, so that's how she sees herself. You know. So I just had to find ways to recall these memories up and just created that character.
So if you have to give us in a few sentences what the storyline really was, and why you picked on that particular story, because you brought to life the experience of maybe thousands of people who have been to Abuja and seen the same situation. What would be your summary of that story?
The truth is, the idea behind forming the Audrey Silva Company, you know, was to tell stories that the layman can relate to, stories that happen in our society. And we felt, okay, when we got
Everyday
this
stories.
exactly, an everyday story, a simple story, you know. So we wanted to create a story but still let the public or the viewers find humor in it, you know, but at the same time tell what is going on in the society. And when we got the script titled The Meeting, it called out to us. We loved it and wanted to do it, you know. And what was the second question? What's your second question?
Oops.
What's happening?
The storyline.
Yeah. Okay. Is everything
Very
okay?
briefly.
Are we okay here?
Yes.
We're going to the meeting.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Oh, I like this. Please go to the cinema with the same enthusiasm. Thank you. So.
Well, the way you're telling us this story, there's no way that we are not going to
Oh,
see
please,
that
you have to go
movie.
see it.
Yes.
So basically, it's just about this guy who flies to Abuja to secure a government contract.
Him.
Femi Jacobs. He plays Makinde, the character Makinde, flies to Abuja to secure to secure a government contract, and the idea is to fly into Abuja, secure this, have a meeting with the minister, and fly
back.
to
Yeah,
Lagos.
right.
Same
You're right.
Unfortunately, he meets the gatekeeper, who just frustrates
The dragon.
and thwarts exactly his every effort to see the minister, and he ends up staying in Abuja for
5 days.
5 days. So I'm going to leave it there so people can go and watch the film.
I do
please.
And of course, Jide
I don't wanna do that so
Kosoko
much.
played your boss.
Yes.
Yes. I don't want to give out
And
so
he
much,
was
please.
sitting there
That's
saying,
what you
just
do.
get the deal done.
Yeah.
Actually, you went on behalf of,
Company,
the company.
yes.
not your company.
No, the company,
no.
Techmas Nigeria Limited.
The company.
Oh, sorry.
In fact, I'm sure your boss,
company, there
maybe it was people doing you people.
A company
You know
that was
how it-
struggling.
people doing people.
That's an element of it in this movie.
Well, actually,
Hashwali.
like Bolarin would say, Hashwali.
Oh, you mean Panorama was not exactly up there?
No, but even though she liked to look at herself,
She was always going to Dubai and the rest.
You know, traveling, buying stuff. She always liked to look at herself as someone who was very classy. Not.
Oh, she's a local chief.
Okay, so we've got the trailer there. That's Femi coming on now, and yes, of course we can see.
Telling you.
What did the foolish woman say?
Minister is having his lunch.
Okay, that's
Kate Henshaw.
Kate.
She's not in the contract. She plays Mrs. Ikome.
About appointments.
Mrs. Ikome is who?
That I shouldn't wear Western attire.
Someone that likes to feel she's very uppity, who married into money, but she's a local champion underneath.
Okay, what's her? She's also in that office or what?
Yeah.
Trying to secure a
You know,
piece of
the
land.
reception, different
People looking for different things. Waiting to see the minister.
It's like a diverse
Oh, look at the dragon. Look at the
Excuse
dragon.
me, the minister has closed for the day, so go back home and come back tomorrow.
I had an appointment.
Yeah, with the government minister. You'd have stood a better chance of seeing the Pope.
There was a crazy female receptionist.
Some word of advice, stay on her good side. That crazy receptionist is more important than the minister you're trying to see.
Nigerian reception.
Okay, then it is Ikome. That one of my people.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
The Search Terrier Junior.
yeah.
Oh, is that family?
Some of those scenes, when at the premiere recently, when one watched the part where the entire array of representatives of Nigeria, as it were, or as it is, when you look at that, how did you come to the decision as producer working with the director? How did you come to the decision that the casting has to fully represent?